The nation's finance chief says his focus for the rest of the year will be on revitalizing the economy by promoting exports, investment, and consumption. Our business correspondent Shin Ha-young has the details.
As economic uncertainties still remain, the government's policy focus for the latter half of 2023 will be on improving the country's economic vitality and stabilizing public welfare. Intentions to these ends were shared during an emergency ministerial meeting hosted by Finance Minister Choo Kyung-ho on Wednesday. Choo said that over the first half, inflation has continued to cool down and the job market has remained strong. But he raised concern about sluggish exports as there haven't been any improvements in external conditions. In response, he unveiled 4 economic policy directions for the government with details to be announced next week.
First, we will strive to enhance economic vitality through boosting exports and investments, along with fostering the domestic market and provincial economies.
Next is stabilizing the people's livelihood. It will do this by easing their financial burden and strengthening welfare for minorities while stabilizing prices. The government is also planning to improve the country's fundamental economic structure through 3 major reforms, namely in labor, education, and pensions, along with lifting business regulations. Last but not least, plans will be developed to cope with the critical issues such as South Korea's low birth rate, its aging population, and economic security. During the meeting, boosting the food industry was also discussed, with the aim of expanding exports from last year's $8.8 billion to $15 billion by 2027. To raise the competitiveness of small and medium-sized companies in the sector, the government will establish a so-called food tech cluster where it'll provide research infrastructure. As part of these efforts, Minister Choo also spoke about expanding the number of food export items from 11 to 20 by the same year. If all goes as planned, the size of the country's food industry in 2027 is expected to hit 1,100 trillion Korean won, or roughly $840 billion. Shin Ha-young, Arirang News.